Okay, guys, let's see if we are live. Are we live? I don't know if we're live. So, yes, I'm just trying to find here where I can get the. Yeah, I'm trying to find where I can get the chat so I can answer some questions if someone joins. Okay, found it. Okay, you guys know that I like to do these videos. I don't prepare for them. So I always draw what I think at the moment I thinking about it. And the most important for this is for you can see the authenticity of my reasoning and why I do this. So I'm a programmer. I've been in this industry for many years. Um, but I never got the time to get projects done for myself. And at some point I feel in my career that you spend so many times working for another person, for companies, and you don't have anything to show to the world because everything is hidden by them. So the idea of this channel is to change that. The main idea is to change that. I had to say that. And I believe that most of developers, for what I'm seeing right now on YouTube, most developers are realizing the same thing. So you spend a lot of years working for a company or for several companies, and you don't have any to show to the world right now when everyone else is showing things to the world. So you basically are out competing, or you cannot outcompete those guys, on my opinion. It would be very hard to do at some point. So I believe that creating a brand somehow this year is a mandatory goal for every computer scientist and a programmer. So you need to show up your work. This has, on my opinion, so I've been testing my brand strategy for 2 years now. This is the third year I'm going to try something different, and every year I try different things. And I'm going to tell you, you should focus on simplicity over anything else. So last year, one of my mistakes was spreading too much into many things. For example, that's a very common mistake that most people do when they are starting something because they believe that holding different areas they get a better chance to win in anything they want to accomplish, which I believe is totally wrong. I think you should hold one area of what you really want to get good at and hold it in your thinking forever or for at least a good period of time, a big period of time, so you can get better at. You need to give you some space to get better at something, and that's what I'm saying to me. Okay, so when you go in to spread your your energy in other ventures like creating a brand, on my opinion, so I try posting on social media every day for many months. I try writing. Um, I try making videos from different ideas that were not related to computer science or programming. I was doing a lot of things that I believe, I hold the thought that they were going to give me some chance of winning in a specific goal I was trying to accomplish, but they didn't. And actually, what they make me was to lose a lot of time and getting less programming time on a day by day basis, which is my mandatory skill. So I want to get very good at programming. I want to get very good at coding. Okay. And you should too if you're a programmer. So that should be your primary goal every day actually. Okay. So I didn't understand this, and for some reason I got lost last year. I got lost on trying projects that didn't make me a better developer. So at the end of the year, for first time on October, I got fired for first time in my career. I got fired for my work. And when I went out to the marketplace, I saw a total different place. Okay, a total different place. Even though I had some contracts over there and try to do some extra money on different things. I realized that for standing out right now, you need to be a different programmer than 5 years before. 5 years before were very easy for you to get a contract on s- on 6 digits. On my opinion, right now it's different. I have 15 years and I have been struggling for 3 months trying to get a new job. And I know cloud computing, backend services. I can program as a front end guy, but I have applied over 400 400 roles. Apologize for my English. Just on LinkedIn in the latest 3 weeks, and there is not one single response, and it's incredible. I never ever feel like the market was going to be like this. I think it's worse than 2008. I was reading last night about it, but I'm not going to share those thoughts. The reason I share these ideas from a maybe a senior developer that had some experience working in the United States and all the different countries, like myself. So now you have to stand out in a different way. That's my personal opinion. And the principal point that I want to make here that I learned from 2024 is that for you to stand out, you need to be careful. Don't lose your focus on what is your main goal. Because if you are a developer, you are a programmer, your 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 work is to make programs, is to do software, not spending whole day making videos that doesn't give you that skill or doesn't. I mean, I've been seeing too many things just chatting around and creating a brand just chatting around. And I believe, maybe you believe the other things, but I believe that chatting around, even though I tried some of those videos to see how they look, it's incredible. I spent 3 hours just programming and you see no views on those videos. Okay, 3 hours figuring out how to make anything or something from scratch in a new framework in new languages, and still you see other videos that just hold no specific thoughts that I posted on purpose, and you see 2 3 thousand videos views, and this is one of them actually. I'm not gonna show you because I don't want to show you. I'm just making this game right now, and I had to stop because it's very close to go to sleep. Um, and I want to share with you my thoughts on this specific purpose. If you want to create, if you want to stand out as a software engineer this year, I believe you need to create something that the public can see, that persons can see, because it would be not enough you for you to say, "Hey, I've had experience in this and that." People and companies wants you to show how good you are, want to see them before they hire you for any reason. Okay, I'm not going to discuss the reason. You know the reason. Okay, there are many developers. There are too many companies there that they realize they don't need too many developers for doing the same work this year. They are offshoring to save expenses, um, and they have AI right now. They have AI to don't remove you, but to make the ones the companies has more effective and more efficient. Which in theory, at some point, it will remove some of the positions that that company might need in the future because now they have more efficient employees. So yeah, I believe AI is affecting the industry in some way. Maybe it's a good thing though. Maybe it's a good thing. So I want to share my thoughts here so I can review later with you. I have many of them here, but I just want to share the most important. I'm not sure if I exposing something personal here, but I've been struggling with all these things for for the whole years. So mistake this year was to spreading many things. We were talking about this, not related to computer science, marketing, writing, quant trading. I tried many things this year that was not related with a single goal that I just mentioned, which is um, becoming better software engineer, better computer science, better programmer. So sometimes the mind was very weak most of the time on weekends because I'm very workaholic, and I have a family, and I feel that I was stressed on the weekends when I had to take care of them there, which I believe is totally wrong, totally wrong. Now I change the role, so I try to go out, do something fun, but I was so focused on getting things done and my brand out, and trying things that I just put my goals first than my daughters, and and at some point you start realizing that that's not good, man. Family is important, and your goals are also important. But if you're going to find some order, I believe family go first. Okay. So many times I said that I was going to do something and I didn't, which is very bad because I spent quite a time planning on my weekly base and monthly base. As you can see here, I'm trying to plan my life and try to execute my life as close as I'm planning it. Okay, so sometimes I did nothing that was very related to computer science at all in my workday, and I believe that was a mistake. I had to do. You have to take care of your skills, okay, and the direction of your career, because none of the work, none of the companies that you work for, it will take care of them. So what happened it was that um, at some point you end doing nothing that becomes better computer scientist in the company you are, and I did nothing about it for a while because well I was focused on other things. But if you find yourself in that position in the future, I believe you should correct that position and talk to your manager and say, hey, what is the hardest problem that I can work here right now that it would be good for this company and for my skill set or my career goals, whatever you want to say. Okay, but you have to align these two things. But you have to try to work and get better as a computer scientist on an everyday basis. Um, Emotions make you weak, make you talk too much, angry, and act aggressively. Yeah, sometimes I get angry and I get affected by that emotion. I think this is the only emotion that I need to control correctly at some point. At the end of the year, I had a very good experience, actually a very bad experience that gave me a very great, gave me great lessons. Okay, because so I'm a martial artist. I've been practicing martial art for many years, and every time that I get out of my center, and I know how important it is when you are fighting, when you are competing, when you are in your life. For me, it's a big mistake. It's a big loss, and I try to think how to improve that on my next meditation session. So I try to be very careful on this. Okay. So another thing is that you waste a lot of time. I wasted a lot of time planning. I'm doing some weeks I waste like 1 hour weekend a week planning, and I did something different. For me, that was 1 hour of 1 hour of work wasted. Okay, if you plan something, you spend some time. Even if you had the time, most people don't plan. But if you have the time to plan your week, as I do, um, please at least give you the opportunity to win that week. If you win in a week by week basis, you will have a better chance to get your goals close by the end of the year. Okay, um, that made me feel that I feel that all those issues and mistakes made me feel that at some point in 2024 I was purposeless because I was doing too many things. I was not getting better at my main skill set. Okay, even though I was getting software out, okay, I was working as a software engineer, and I I got done like 7 projects last year, 7 big projects. But I spent too much time, too many things, and not all the time on other projects that I could be get done with the same time that I just wasted in other things. So I feel purposeless, and that was very bad. I had to reflect on this and try um, to to set a path this year that doesn't make me feel in the same way. Okay, um, and another important mistake that sometimes I take I took decisions based on how I feel, which is very bad. Okay, but it's part of our cognitive biases, and it's very hard um, to get rid of them. But you should be aware when you are taking decisions on emotion, and you should at least in the future be aware when you do it and try to minimize those things. So try to make decisions on data and and reasoning. Even though sometimes you need to do some decisions and you need to act by heart, as I write down here. But yeah, those are my main mistake. I put a bunch here, which I'm not going to show you because I have some specific personal mistakes there. But I have a very big list, a big list. Okay, I just show you what I believe are the most important for you to think about. Maybe you had the same issue, maybe not on 2024. Okay, and maybe I'm just giving you my lessons on how to correct yourself on those things. So on lessons, I write down some important lessons for you to think about. Going to read them really quick now. You don't know who you are, what are your core values and principles. So this is related with the purposeless part that I was just mentioning about. Every day, every year, every week, every month, you need to understand who you are, who you want to become, and under those core values and principles, you should act and you should configure your workday basis. Okay, you've your personal life too, but I'm just talking about how you can become a better programmer, a better computer scientist here, because it's mainly what I'm been attracting on my audiences here in YouTube. Okay, I would think ahead in the game. I believe that if you set the goal for yourself to always think like if you were playing chess. Okay, try to think through three move forwards. Sometimes you don't have the time to even think about one your first move, but I need to try to use more strategies, um, tactics in my reasoning, and that's why I wrote this. I believe this is important for you too. If you're planning your next project, what do you believe that next project is important? You want to do it because you want to do it, you want to learn, you want to make money, or just you want to show the world that you are able to do it. You need to set the reasons, okay, and what is going after that, okay, what is happening after that. You need to set the expectation correctly. Okay, so I had a very important lesson this year, and this is maybe one of the most important lessons of the last year. Anyone can hurt you. Be nice with people, but get strong and hard to kill. So I found a manager last year that hurt me a lot. Okay, this manager made me lose my job. I'm not gonna be specific about it, uh, because I don't want to talk about anyone else. I just want to talk about myself here. But this guy, um, this guy hurt my business, hurt my life, and was in the time that I got sick. Um, and I was in very bad shape last year at the end of the year for that specific reason. Very bad shape. I believe that was the worst 3 months that I've been having in my entire career. Um, but in any case, I believe that the reason he did this is because I was very clear with him, and my tone of the voice, my voice tone, but was not the correct with him. So just for that specific reason, I believe that he just want to hurt me. So sometimes you will get hurt. It doesn't matter how good you are as a software engineer. It doesn't matter if you are a black belt in karate or Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You have many skills on shooting or whatever you want. There is someone that can hurt you. So be nice with everyone because you don't know who can really hurt you. Okay, you don't want to bring attention to those persons that want to hurt someone to yourself. So you are too focused. You should be too focused on your work. Okay, you should be too focused on getting good things into the world. So avoid and hesitate when you're going to act on angry and out of reasoning and try to hurt people, even though if that's not the intention, is even though that's not intention. Okay, so the powerful lesson I got about that, it was that silence silence holds a lot of power on yourself. Okay, silence holds a lot of power when you're angry, when you're even happy, when you want to do something, when you are um, excited for a business, for something you did, for a project you finish. Silence. No one's really really cares about you. Okay, this world is a mess, and it's been always like that for many centuries. Okay, you have beautiful things, you have bad things happening at the same time, and I believe that all of those things should be constructed on your mind and your heart and your life experiences in silence. Okay, another reason why I believe that this is a problem with computer scientists, I believe this problem is with everyone in general. Okay, even including myself. I'm a human too. I think too many people are talking too much in YouTube. Everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to create a brand talking, and these people that are talking are not doing anything, just talking, and they're creating great businesses just talking. Maybe you should be one of them. I don't know, but if you are a computer science programmer, I believe that if you're going to talk, man, show something that you should be really proud of. And I believe a computer scientist or a programmer should be proud of the software he creates because it's the basic product that you can put out. So you see engineers talking about other engineers, video YouTubers talking about other YouTubers. Maybe I will do this too, because if this is what people want, okay, very principle important principle of marketing. Give what or share what other people want to hear. Give what other people want to get. Okay, I believe that you should, if you want to create to grow your channel, you can do it that way. But you can also do good things and create some software and show the people that you how you can reason about computer scientists and creating software. I mean, don't do any one only things in this specific case. If you want to plan to create your brand, doing YouTube videos, okay. And this is what the reason I'm doing this is because I tried. I know those videos are um, man, I can show you my videos right now, but no, I don't want to do that. But I have videos shooting talking about things that I don't even know. I just did it on purpose, and those videos has 100 times more views than the one just creating a chess game. Which in theory, when you create a chess game, it makes you a better programmer than just seeing a video talking about Rust or Seek or some other languages or any other case. But this is what people want. People are just wasting time, a lot of time. So you need to be careful about that. Work hard and do hard things, man. Go where other people say I don't want to go, and do what other people don't want to do. That's how you grow as a computer scientist. You are an engineer, spreading many things outside your field. This will hurt your skill, and you will notice at some point in your career, man, this is a big mistake that I have made. I would be way over 10 times better right now if I didn't understand this lesson before. Okay? And the reason I want to share this lesson with you is because I believe they are really important. Okay? I just finished to write them down. I don't know if they are so if they are the best to share right now. I believe they are the most important to share because it comes from my heart. Okay, take care of your health. Okay, try to don't be depressed when you have these issues. If you don't want to, if you want to work and you can't work because you have with family or you have other matters to do. So trying to find a peace on yourself first, um, and find some order on that mind. Because if you are stressed, it doesn't matter if you get sit on your desk for many hours. You're not gonna. It's most likely you're not gonna get done nothing. Okay, train hard. I do train very hard. I think it's very important, even for becoming a software engineer. Software engineer has a common team, or they look very weak. You spend too many times, too many hours, too many days on your desktop without doing anything, just on typing. In theory, that will make you weak because works are meant are built, I believe, to work hard. So I believe that you should try to get um, more exercise, um, as much exercise as you need. Do lifting, um, do some martial arts, run, do cardio, do something that help your metabolism to get stronger and not weaker, so you can create more stuff to the board, to the world. Okay, use your family time wisely. Everything good needs time and hard work. It's easy to do business when you have how to pay your living bill. So this is very important. So when you're winning, when you have a job, when you have income coming in, is when you need to create your business. It's very hard right now when you have no work to do and you are just figuring out how to pay your bills. Try to do a business. I believe that you to get out of this position, um, if you have no work to and you're just trying to find a job right now, if you are in this position, it will make you weaker in your mind if you don't have it, if you don't have the option to pay your bills and you don't know how to do it. So you will not be reasoning correctly when you're creating a business either. So I believe you should create a business at the same time you work. I always believe this. You should create a separate business when you have how to build your base, your bills. You should sleep less, you should work harder, you should work on the weekends. Okay? But now you have to prioritize getting a job if you don't have enough to pay your bill for month comments. Okay, overcoming challenges, goal, hard tasks, or whatever it can be achieved with overloading. Man, these two principles. I've been writing about them for many years back. Overcoming and overloading is the most important core principles of my life as a software engineer, and I'm gonna tell you why. Some of the people, when see a goal, a challenge, they don't even think about how to overcoming that challenge because they believe they cannot do it. So, but the thing is, for you can become better and you be in the top 1% of in your industry, you need to find those challenges that are highlighted on your mind somehow, forever. Some other people say that you share passion about it, or maybe you are interested to learn or to resolve the problems that those challenges hold. And you should just basically go there and find them and try to work in that position for many months. You have to do hard work on a single task to really understand something. So, and you have to overcome this. I believe the overcoming, find your challenges, set your goals, and try to overcome them is very important for growing. Okay, and the best way to do this is using the overloading principle. This principle works in everything. It works in martial arts. It works in life. I believe that you just have to put a lot of work in everything you do. A lot of hours, a lot of work. There's no other way, guys. And unfortunately, what you see or you feel in YouTube or what people is reaching out right now is the contrary. Okay. I also put a lesson here, which is a bit funny for me. Being sick sucks, so take care of yourself. Yeah, that's true. I was sick for 3 months this year, even though I take care of myself. Sometimes you get sick for whatever reason. I had a surgery this year. I had two strains in the elbow, one in the knee, in the right knee, due to the training, and and I had due to caffeine, I had another issue after this surgery, that I had my heart rate increased for for several days for nothing. And I'm not sure if I should talk about caffeine right now. I believe that caffeine. Um, I should I should pay. Okay, caffeine. Don't drink caffeine if you don't have the ability to stop it. When you stop drinking, when you don't need it. Um, don't drink. Don't drink caffeine if you don't have the ability to stop drinking when you need it. You can look around there, and this is a very important topic that maybe I might need to do a video about it. Maybe it's not necessary, but maybe you need, because my 2 cents about it is that about this issue, drinking caffeine to make you more productive and to create things and to um, it's good enough, okay. So you can see, you can share Hooverman podcast about it. I did some research on caffeine and I'm going to show you maybe at some point. But the whole idea is don't drink it if you are drinking too much, okay. I was drinking at some point, I had to finish one important project. I was drinking 5 cups of coffee a day, which got my heart rate increased for several times to almost, was very high. I don't remember the number. It jumped from 70, 80 normal rest cardio measures to 170, something like that. I spent 2 days in urgency, and I thought was very important to mention this one. I was missing because you need to take care of caffeine, guys. Okay, and actually, caffeine, what is only doing, if you look and you research for yourself, is blocking the adenosine on your brain, which basically is blocking the feeling to of sleepiness. Okay, it's doing anything else. Okay, some people say that it gives you some antioxidant, something like that, but you can also get that from different sources. Okay, um, so yeah, I tried to get rid of caffeine, which was very hard for myself. I spent I spent 3 months almost having problem to code, not code, just reading. I didn't have the ability to focus right now, looking at you or looking to the desktop, looking to the screen for a couple of minutes. Continue. It was very hard. It was the hardest thing that I ever done on that sense. It was basically trying to get rid of a drug, like the same thing. Okay, I was shaking my hands. Um, I was sweating. Um, I couldn't sleep well for many weeks. It was very hard. Luckily, I'm better now. I got rid of caffeine. I haven't drink caffeine for many days now. I took caffeine from time to time. Um, just a different type of caffeine. Now I got it for a different source, which I believe is healthier than caffeine. Even though I love caffeine, man, I've been drinking caffeine since I'm doing my bachelor. Um, I was doing my bachelor, but just take care of caffeine. It can hurt your health. Okay, um, that's an important that's an important lesson, and I believe that's the most important. Stay with God and meditate a lot, so you can have your body, spirit, and mind strong in a strong position. So yeah, I believe that you should take care of yourself. You should plan carefully for these 2025 years. It's going to be a great year for us and for you too. Don't think about what is going to happen this year. Just work hard to get better as a software engineer and fight to get a new job, a new position, um, and give the best you can in that position. That's the only message you should look around right now. And unfortunately, most of the messages you see now on YouTube that have millions of views or thousands of views say the contrary. And I believe that is making programmers to change the focus. Um, and make you feel bad. Man, if you hear those videos, um, at some point you start feeling bad about your future, about yourself. So just work hard, look on the positivity of the future, and do a lot of work now. Are my most important lessons that I want to share with you. And I hope you had a great year, and see you in the next streaming. Okay, next streaming we're going to show you the progress of my chess game. I've been like 2 weeks now without writing a single code, unfortunately. Um, Last year I had to put some things in order, and now we should be uh, shooting down more videos. Just let me know your thoughts on these videos, lessons on last year, and see you in the next video, guys. I'm going to sleep. Bye bye.